Grant got literally stomped on, then came back in the game. What did you think when he came over to you, like almost immediately, but still covering himself? He was still covered in blood. Like, what wanted to come back in?
He can handle it.
And he came back in there and seemed to handle it. You guys were able to take Embiid out at the end of the game. Just how big was that for you guys? Like, eventually find a way to.
Yeah, I mean, I thought we changed the matchups on Embiid throughout the night, and every guy that guarded him did a great job in their own way, defending him. Grant, Smart, Al, we were switching at the end, Malcolm, Jaden, whoever was on him, I thought they just did their best they could. And so, we defended them as a team.
What have you done differently with Hart in the last 2 games? He's going for 40. He made 3 shots, I think, in the last 2 nights.
I mean, we're just trying to make him work. He's obviously a great player and can score at all 3 levels. And so we're just trying to make him work as much as we can. Try to keep him off the free throw line. And so guys are just working to take away those details.
You talked a lot about in the playoffs, particularly how you handle things when they're not going your way. It seemed like tonight, every time they started to have something, you guys push back. What did you like about kind of ability to do that? How did it happen so successful?
The guys just kept an awareness and a poise to what was necessary, and I think we lost the first quarter, and then I think we won the end of the second, third, and fourth. We lost the end of the first, and so I think we managed the game well at the end of the quarters. But we have, our guys continue to execute on the offensive end, which is huge against this team because of their ability to get out in transition. But there's definitely areas of the game that we can get better at, that we have to get better at.
You pointed to Al Horford's 3-point attempts the other night after he was 1 for 8 as a good thing. How important is his shooting in this series, especially with Embiid?
Yeah, I mean, it's important in every series. Like, I love when Al shoots the ball and shoots it with confidence and doesn't hesitate, and so we need him to be aggressive, confident. He's a huge piece to our team, our locker room, everything. And so I think he's getting really good looks, and I don't think he's hesitating, and that's good.
You defended Embiid sometimes with guards, with smaller guys. What are the challenges of that for you guys, and then what are the benefits of it that you've seen over the last couple of years?
Yeah, I mean, with those guys, there's always a pro and a con to a matchup and a situation, and so I think just trying to give him different looks, trying to take away different angles. Every matchup presents a different angle that he has to fight for to get the ball. So just trying to do the best we can with the different guys. We have a ton of versatility, and the guys take pride in defense, and so they just work to try to make it difficult for him.
Coach, you guys struggled in team fouls, especially in that first half. Honestly, Philly was like 15 for 15 when the free throw. What kind of adjustments did you make on defense to sort of correct that? Because we saw a much different approach in the second half.
Stop fouling.
Just that simple, though? Did you tell them, like, guys, stop fouling?
Yes, that's exactly what I said. But they told them they know, so our guys, again, they have an awareness to understanding how the game is going, and so I think it's pretty obvious. Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So how did you guys handle the atmosphere? Do you think the pregame thing pumped guys up, or did any of the guys watch it? Like, what was that like, and how did they handle this tough road environment?
I mean, they've been here before, and so I think just embracing it, I think sticking together. I thought the guys, the way they communicate in timeouts, the way they communicate to each other after timeouts, the way they communicate to each other during the game is the most important. So those guys have a togetherness and a connectivity, and I think that's how you have to get through it. You got to manage your expectations. You got to know that what you're up against, and so it's not going to go your way, as you guys said. And so understanding that, and then just building an awareness to when it's not, how quickly can we get it back. But it's them. They communicate, they stick together, and they execute.
Had a chance to extend the lead 14 maybe, and you would miss a 3 and they'd come back. They kept coming at you. You guys kept pushing the ball. And how did you guys not get frustrated with the lack of kind of distance until the end?
It's the playoffs. We're playing against a great team, and it goes back to managing your what's our expectation? It's just win the game and to weather storms and to handle adversity. And every possession is a round and an opportunity. And so it's just. Our only expectation is to be winning at the end of the game. It doesn't matter, in between that.
Jason did a couple of tough shots late, but just what you like about his kind of approach and mindset there.
Poised. I think the sweep through foul was great, just for his attention to detail in late game situation. But he just had a poise about him, got to his spots and made a play. And that's what this is about. Is when you get your team in situations, you got to rely on all the guys to make plays, and each guy made plays in different times of the game.
Yeah, what led to the balance scoring for the starting five, and how important was that?
They passed. We did a great job of staying in space. We did a great job of keeping 2-on-1s. We did a great job of passing. We did, and when we do that, we're a dynamic team. And so I liked our pace, and I liked our 2-on-1 recognition. I liked our execution.
Joe, you got
Malcolm, kind of a rough shooting start. Did you say anything to him, or?
No, he'll just figure it out. He's been around a long time. He's a smart guy, and I love his poise. And I really like the physicality he's bringing. Defensively, it adds another layer for us.
I know you guys like to shoot threes, but they actually hit as many as you did, so you sort of won the game in the paint tonight.
I haven't even seen the box score, so I'm not sure. But I know they didn't miss. I could feel that.
They didn't make anything inside the line.
I gotcha. Okay, I haven't seen it, but yeah.
Sorry, you took 45, they took 37.
We took 45, they took 37, so it's the opposite of game one.
Jared, you guys change up your coverages on Embiid like constantly throughout the game, like almost like every other couple possessions. How much of that work is done before the game versus you changing this up on the fly?
It's a collaboration between everybody. We have a system that we've had for the last 4 years, and so we just kind of communicate that, and the guys are open-minded. They have an understanding. They know our versatility, and so it takes buy-in communication. And so Grant, Smart, kind of, and Al spearhead it. JT and JB, executed, and D. White and Malcolm and Rob and those guys. So because of our versatility, it's important that we're able to communicate and do that.
How was Rob?
He seemed to be okay. I haven't gotten a full update yet, but I shook his hand, so I think he's somewhat okay.
He had a big impact in the minutes
Yeah.
he played. Block shots. You guys blocked 7, and you got 9 steals. You really were defending that paint. Just Rob's impact there in his limited time.
Yeah, I mean, his ability to recognize who he's guarding, he got cross-matched sometimes, but his ability to recognize who he's guarding, help at the rim, and he also has done a better job these last 2 games of firing out to shooters. And so when he has that, it just adds another layer to our defense where guys trust. They can almost play harder on the ball because of his ability to do both, and his versatility helps us.
Any other questions?
What do you expect to be like on Sunday here?
An absolute war.
More than tonight?
I hope so.
The Harden and Embiid pick and roll has been like the entire foundation of their offense this year. It's been pretty much unstoppable for most defenses. And you guys have pretty much taken it out these first couple games. How big of a deal is it? How much pride do you take in being able to take away the main thing that you want?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more about just managing, figuring out what their frequency is and where they're scoring the majority of their points from, and how we can navigate those, how we can minimize those. And so because of how talented they are and where they move guys on certain spots on the floor, every possession presents a different challenge for our matchups and our shift activity. And so the guys are doing a really good job of communicating and recognizing that, and then just adjusting accordingly.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.